grow, and the battlefield trembles. Sung Jin-Woo, arise, my shadows. The hunt begins. A mysterious voice echoes through the void. System voice, the answers are already inside you. The mysterious message echoes again, pointing to something hidden deep within him. Sung Jin-Woo, inside of me? A sinister figure appears, offering a choice that could change everything. System voice, the decision is yours. Accept and your memories will be restored. A system message appears, offering to restore the memories hidden deep within. Sung Jin-Woo, the data stored in my memory. After a brief silence, he finally makes his decision. Yes, I accept. With his decision made, the system finally restores the hidden memories. Memory data restoration complete. As the memories return, a blinding surge of power floods his mind. Ugh, what is this power? Dark memories rush back like a storm, flooding his mind all at once. These memories, they're all coming back. The memory drags him into a forgotten battlefield filled with destruction. Sung Jin-Woo. What happened here? A powerful being watches the battlefield, stunned by the overwhelming army. My God, so many monsters gathered together. From the ruins emerged terrifying monsters, forming an unstoppable army. So these are the monsters leading the invasion. Among the horde, terrifying generals of the monster army step forward. Monster. Humans, your world ends today. Suddenly, the mysterious warrior senses something strange in the distance. Jin-Woo? What are they looking at? Suddenly, massive portals tear open across the sky. More gates? What is coming through them? Looking at the strange sky and endless monsters, a shocking realization hits him. Sung Jin-Woo. This place, this is not Earth. An unimaginable army appears. Countless monster races gathered in one place. Monsters. If they cross a portal together, humanity would be finished. However, it wasn't humanity that the enemy had to face. Not that day, at least. Suddenly, a blinding light bursts through the sky, shattering the battlefield itself. Warrior of gods. What is not hard to imagine? What was about to happen next? From the shattered sky, an army of radiant beings descends upon the battlefield. Warrior of gods. The rulers, they finally arrived. A celestial horn echoes across the battlefield. Jin-Woo, the battle begins now. The monsters join forces to fight the Silver Soldiers. Soon, the thunder of clashing weapons echoed across the entire battlefield. The cries of encouragement soon turned into screams of pain, and the battlefield was stained red. The warrior of gods were incredibly strong. However, just as the horde of monsters had been almost entirely annihilated, the warrior of gods, who had overwhelmed their enemies with incredible speed, suddenly began to stop, one by one. Then suddenly, a strange purple flame ignited on the battlefield. A mysterious power appeared. Shining with an ominous glow, a dark power began to awaken. Purple flames spread like shadows, announcing the return of something terrifying. Then a voice echoed across the battlefield. Jin-Woo, rise. The angel suddenly sensed something terrifying. Jin-Woo, monarch's domain. The battlefield was suddenly covered by the dark power of the shadow monarch. Sung Jin-Woo, shadow extraction. Then, from the darkness of the battlefield, countless shadow soldiers began to rise. Is that the monarch of the shadows? From the darkness, the true ruler of shadows finally appeared on the battlefield. The monsters who had fallen in battle did not truly die. Their blood, wrapped in darkness and shadow, awakened once again. An immortal army had been born. Their numbers are absurd. Jin-Woo, my power isn't even remotely comparable to his. An endless army of shadows now stood under the command of the Shadow Monarch. All the monsters that had just fallen were called back from the grave, and the resurrected shadows rushed straight toward the army of Silver Soldiers. the shadow soldiers moved like living darkness, sliding through the battlefield at terrifying speed. On the infinite battlefield, the Silver Legion and the Shadow Army clashed endlessly. The earth trembled as thunderous explosions echoed through the sky, and at the center of the battlefield, the Shadow Monarch himself stepped forward, wielding the power of darkness. The shadow beasts roared as they charged into battle. Their dark power surged forward, ready to devour the enemy. The Shadow Monarch rises, his blade blazing with dark power, and with one strike, the battlefield trembles. The Silver Legion strikes with divine fury, but the Shadow Monarch answers with overwhelming darkness. A single strike from the Shadow Monarch, and evils are sent crashing down. From the depths of shadow, the Monarch's army strikes, and their only command is to devour everything. The heavens shatter under the Monarch's power. Darkness erupts, and the battlefield trembles. He finally understands. This is the Monarch's dominion, a battlefield ruled by absolute shadow. The shadow soldiers fall, yet rise again without end, and the Monarch storms across the battlefield. Victory seemed certain for the Shadow Monarch, until a new power suddenly appeared. Think you can make it? Beyond these doors lies the final trial. Hunter 1. What insane magical energy! Sung Jin-Woo is inside. Right. Hunter 2. Exactly. I'm more than sure of it. Hunter, this magic energy, it doesn't belong to Sung Jin-Woo. A double dungeon, the truth behind the rumors is about to be revealed. Hunter 1. Sung Jin-Woo said he didn't clear the double dungeon. Hunter 2. Then why did he return there again? This can't be a coincidence. The truth behind the double dungeon is finally opening. Hunter? What? Hunter? What the hell is going on? What is this place? The truth of the dungeon finally reveals itself. So, they really do exist. The statue of the deity and all the others too. Just when they thought they understood the dungeon, something even more terrifying appeared. Architect. This also falls outside my plans. Architect. But the dungeon had its own master, and it was finally speaking. Well, what do we have here? I don't recall inviting any humans. The hunters froze in disbelief as the impossible unfolded before them. A monster that talks? I'm not imagining this right. A monster capable of speaking the human language? The creature's voice echoed through the ruins, cold and commanding. Architect? Quiet. You risk disturbing the king's sleep. The hunters looked around in confusion, trying to understand what the monster meant. Jin-Woo, K-King. And just when the hunters thought they had time, the true king finally appeared. Sung Jin-Woo. Too late. From above, the hunters finally recognized the figure standing in the crater. Hunter. It's Hunter Sung Jin-Woo. But what is he doing down there? Without hesitation, the hunter charged forward and struck with all his strength. But the moment they attacked, the overwhelming power of the enemy struck back. A sudden surge of power filled the battlefield. Hunter, that energy, what is happening? The monster's voice echoed with cruel intent. Architect, the lives of you special humans will be perfect as the first sacrifices to the king. Thanks for watching. Click bell icon for notifications. Subscribe for more videos.